Welcome to this whole new episode of Talk Show with Ritvik. Today we have with us a young, bright chartered accountant, someone who does number crunching throughout the day, almost 24/7, and we know why. We have with us CA Sham Agarwal, who is part of, in fact, a partner of RG Agarwal and Sons, which is a chartered accountant firm, a well-known chartered accountant firm, running for more than 55 years now. So it's like, as we say, the show must go on. It's actually a clear case of show going on over the years, started by his grandfather. It's now in its 55th or 56th year, to be precise. So I'll start discussing with Sham, the young chartered accountant who is practicing successfully over the years in Kolkata and Mumbai and other parts of the country. So Sham, what is the most pertinent topic of discussion today is, as we know, technology is getting, or maybe sectors across industry, they are kind of injecting the technology or technological spirit into their operations. So is this accounting or financial compliances, this sector, are they also adopting technology, or if so, then in what way?
Okay. First of all, thank you, Ritvik for having me here on your talk show. I'm privileged and honored to be here. So, as per your question, I would like to reply that technology is a disruptor in every sense, in every profession in the world today. And we as tax professionals or audit professionals or chartered accountants, we are no exception case. So technology has been evolving in our profession from a long time, and with the advent of artificial intelligence, I would say it has been an enabler rather than a disruptor for our profession. So I'll just give you an example that previously when we had started number crunching, we used to do on a manual basis. Then calculator came into picture. Then we had computers doing that. Now with the advent of artificial intelligence, we have been doing a lot of things in the space, which is not only impacting the professionals, but also involving technology with finance and improving our profession.
Just the other day I was moderating another session. The topic was AI in IA, which means artificial intelligence in internal audit practices. So they were also discussing, but there are some sore points, like there are some challenges and risk factor associated with it, which they were discussing. So if I may ask you, what are these challenges, or whether the benefits are more than the challenges and risks?
So I'll tell you, I'll divide it into two parts. First is the data entry part, and second is the analyzing part. So when we come to an audit, the data entry or the things which have been done, if we have to do it manually, for that AI can be replaced, and implementing AI will help in automating those things. But when it comes to analyzing and number crunching, the idea of chartered accountant or a professional who is into practice, who has done his practice since long and who has covered many balance sheets, many files, and have that experience of the whole gamut of professionalism, that will not be replaced by AI. So the challenges that come into picture is, the technology or the AI will give you an answer, but how can you depend on that answer is a challenge. So taking a cue from a case that has happened just a couple of months back at Bangalore, what happens is one of the tax tribunals passed an order in which the person who drafted the order based his case on an AI tool. But that order which has been passed with that reference, that was totally fake and false. So in the judiciary, using that tool, an order was passed which was false on the basis of a false narrative. So this kind of mistakes, this kind of challenges has come into picture. Previously what we used to do, we used to have tax laws, tax books, we used to refer them and then take down case laws and then refer it. But with the advent of AI, these things have become easy, and hallucination has come into picture, which is giving this threat and challenges to the profession.
So I'm reminded of a kind of anecdote in my own life. I was with Economic Times at that point of time, and Mr. Swaminathan S. Ankleshwar Iyer, who is a famous economist. So he used to come to Kolkata. He was there in Kolkata at that point of time, and it was the time when Google was just coming in, and everybody started using Google and all that. So he suddenly asked, "You must be aware of Google, you know. So can someone say what is Google and what are the kind of benefits that we stand to gain from it?" And one of the girls who had just joined in, she said, "Google is the most powerful search engine." So he just looked at her and said, "Yes, it is the most powerful tool, provided you know how to search."
How to use it. Exactly.
So what you said just now is like that. You can use AI, but
Absolutely.
you have to know, I mean, how to use AI and how not.
Absolutely.
So this allies fear, whatever the story you have just narrated. At one point of time, it was said that if AI comes in, then a lot of the practicing internal auditors, accountant, they might lose their job. So one doesn't have to fear too much about it, right?
Absolutely. So when computer came back in the say 1990s, so then the same example was coming that computer is coming in and it will take away your jobs. But what happened? We have started evolving with the technology. We started using computers, and then we are at a place that okay, the one who knows computer has ample amount of work. Same will go with AI, because nowadays what happens is we want smart work along with hard work. So if you need to act smart, you need to have a professional advice. So this technology will help us in reducing the errors and in having an efficient professional advice. So what will happen is this will enable the professional community at large in giving a much more deeper and analytical advice with respect to the use of AI tool, rather than analyzing with respect to books and manual records. The time that it will take, the effort that it will take, it will be much reduced, and we'll have a better opportunity. So according to World Economic Forum report, as per the last report, the top 10 jobs that are in danger, which might get extinct, in one of them is data entry operators or the company or the normal legal practice, secretarial practice. That kind of jobs are in very much danger. So this advent of AI will help people who will be able to use AI rather than being out of the system.
So these traditional and normal data entry operators, they can be upskilled to use
Right.
AI.
So let me give an example. Today we use an accounting package in which what happens is we take the bank statements, we check, we do an entry, and then we see whether it is correct or not. Now there are tools which you can integrate with your banking system. They will automatically get that entry done, post it in the ledger, they will send a reminder to your clients or your receivables, and you'll have to just click yes or no. So we have transformed our practice to that extent. Or what you can do, you can just scan a copy of the bill, you can post it at a WhatsApp group or an email ID, and everything will be done automatically, considering the logic and everything that is available.
What about the risk associated with, the kind of data privacy, or maybe some form of cyber security, cyber scam?
So being a professional, it is very important to have the confidentiality, integrity of the data that we have. Now what happens is, using AI tools, if we use on a public platform, there is definitely an iota of doubt that whether this tool will be used to train that tool and our data will be made public. So for that reason, what we do is we have some customized tools which can be installed, as well as we have to make sure that data privacy is a myth, if we say in general parlance. So now you can say there is a trend called Ghibli which was going on. So what people said that okay, you are now posting your photos which that AI tool will take and use it further. But aren't we posting on Facebook? Aren't we posting on LinkedIn or any other social media site or on WhatsApp? So everything is there. So, but it is that we have to be a bit mature enough to understand where to post and where not to post. So that kind of awareness we need to create with respect to cyber security and the data privacy.
So, is there any kind of structured guidelines for chartered accountants or other finance professions how to use technology or AI or other technologies which are there And how not to use them? Is there any structured
Yes.
guidelines?
So what has happened recently in our professional CA Institute, Chartered Accountant Institute, there's a committee called AI in ICAI. A new committee has been formed on a central level, and what they are doing is they are training all the chartered accountants in creating awareness on how to use, what to use, where to use, and what are the benefits, what are the pros and cons of this AI wave. So basically what we have been taught in that is this is not say a marathon which you have to run in one go. It is a sprint of small goals which you have to take step by step. So it is not, it is more of a FOMO that has been created, that okay, if I don't ride this wave, I'll be left out. That is not the case. So previously when the internet came in, the websites that were there, it was very heavy. It used to take a lot of time to load and everything. Then e-commerce came into picture. There were logistical issues now, but now we have Amazon and other, they can just click of a button and the groceries at your doorstep. So the kind of evolvement that we have done, that same will go into the professional practice.
So would the use of ChatGPT, AI and others, they make life easier, simpler and things faster?
Absolutely. I would totally agree with you on that. It has made our lives easier and faster, but on the other hand also we need to demarcate it very carefully, that where we need to use it and where not. So it is basically what, as a professional, what we think is first we need to draft or create the data ourselves and then put it there to refine it, and not take answers from any AI tool like ChatGPT or anything like that.
So that will lead to those disasters which has happened.
Right, right. So that can lead to, because what has happened is nowadays kids are coming in and they want very quick information and quick data. So they start using it from day one, which should not be the case. We should first prepare ourselves, train ourselves of what we want to do, and then use it as a enabler and as a good tool which will help us and not direct us what to do. That is the difference that we should be very careful about.
The other pertinent question would be, how comfortable would maybe you said your grandfather started it. I don't know whether he's still practicing or not, or maybe your father, if he's also a accountant. So these older generation people who might have been brilliant chartered accountant, but how comfortable are they in using these new technological tools?
So a very good example of my grandfather there, that previously when the mobile came in, for touchscreen mobile, he was very skeptical to use that, how to do that and what not to do. But nowadays he is accustomed with the every technology that we have, and he has upgraded himself. So the problem is that if we don't upgrade ourselves, we will not be able to sustain the wave that is coming in. So it is not that the senior professionals need to mandatorily have it, but yes, they need to have an idea of how to use it, so that the people who are using it, they can cross check them and then they can use their ability.
And there has to be some kind of hand holding between the older generation and the newer ones.
Absolutely. So what I have done with most of the professionals is that we take sessions on different AI tools and how to use them, what to use and what not to use. So that is why we are doing many workshops and classes, online classes, offline classes, to handle them and to make them aware of what to do and what not to do.
And would it bring in more transparency as well in the system?
I would not comment on the transparency level, but I would definitely comment on the work efficiency. That definitely will increase. That is a very good.
And other than these, do you see any other interesting technology which are coming in or coming place?
So sir, you have used ChatGPT a few minutes back. So ChatGPT again we see as a older technology that is going. Now in our profession, Python and different coding languages are coming in for different purposes, for audits, for taxation. We have started using that also. So the technology wave that is coming in and going out, the transition phase is really fast. So it is very difficult to hold on to one tool or one technology. Till the time we get master of it, the other tools has already replaced it. So that is the major challenge that we all as a professional are facing.
So being fast mover is actually not an advantage per se. It's actually kind of disadvantage, because by the time you start using that, some new technology may have come in.
Absolutely, but the point is that it might be that for using that new technology, you need to be aware of what was the old technology to use it faster. So again, everything is interlinked and interconnected. So we have to be very careful while using any of this sort of tools.
And companies have started taking advantage of this new technology
Sir,
already?
sir, the companies, the governments, everyone is using. Our judicial authorities, everyone has started using this technology, and because the kind of so as we are moving into $5 trillion economy, the kind of data that is coming in is huge.
Humongous.
So, and everybody is riding the wave of the capital markets. The market cap is increasing day by day. So the business is coming in, it is growing, and it needs data. So data crunching and everything is increased. So without the implication of technology, without taking technology in your business, it will be very difficult to sustain. So that is why it is very important.
And going forward, where do you see this profession heading to?
Sir, the best part of being a chartered accountant is we are the most adaptive creatures on this planet. I would term in that way. It's my personal opinion. That whatever.
Why do you say that?
Sir, because, so let's take a very recent example of GST. 2017 GST came. So it was new to everyone, but we were the first professionals who took it on us. We studied them and we tried to tell our clients, make them aware, implement it in their business, and make it a successful law. So in that sense, I tell myself that we as a professionals, any kind of professional, are the most adaptive creatures on this planet, and we will be able to ride this wave whether it comes to so now we are talking about technology. We are finance guys. We are professionals with respect to, we have been trained on finance, but right now we are doing coding in Python. We are taking AI tools, which is a tech background. So it's a mix and match, and we can do anything and everything. That is why we are the most, I think, adaptive creatures.
You mentioned about training, creating awareness, more than one. One thing is training or creating awareness among the professionals. The other is, as you just mentioned, the clients need to be made aware as well.
Absolutely.
So what are the kind of initiatives that are happening around?
So what happens, sir, is many a times it happens. There are 2-3 kinds of ways in which we educate our clients. One is any seminar or conference that is having, it has professional as well as client side also. Otherwise, what happens is, what we also, many professionals also do, that they have training sessions for their clients in their premises. So either their accountants or their team members come into place, and we treat them that, okay, this thing has come into place and this is how you need to work further on that. So that is how, both from the seminars and conference point of view and our internal point of view, we try to engage all the corporates and everyone. And trade associations, commerce association, they also do seminars and conferences in which we go and train the members.
And where does India stand vis-a-vis other parts of the world in terms of technology adoption, AI adoption, and all these things?
So, sir, India is a very young country, as we all know. We have the most youngest population in on the planet as of now. So, in that sense, the adoption capability is huge and humongous. The only point is the pace at which it is going. It can be a bit more faster, and with the advent of awareness of technology and awareness of all the things that we have, I think we are on the right path.
Thank you so much. It has been wonderful talking to you and extremely insightful. I'm sure next time we will discuss about many more things about the finance professions, accounting professions, and all that. And all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ritvik, for inviting me. Thank you so much.